Okay, my dear students, now we move on to the next portion of the spherical mirrors. Uh, just getting back to what we had done previously. In the previous class, I had discussed with you about mirrors, and under that mirror, I had discussed about the plane mirror, and I told you plane mirror, right? Highly reflective surface, having a very smooth surface rather, and its reflecting surface is plane. The nature of the image formed by a plane mirror is it forms a laterally inverted image. That means the left appears to be the right and the right appears to be the left. Then uh, the another characteristic of the image formed by a plane mirror was plane mirror forms an image which is equal to the size of the object, right? The distance of the image and the distance of the object from the mirror are equal. So those were some of the things that we had discussed in the last class. After that, we moved on to the spherical mirrors. Why they are called spherical mirrors? Because these mirrors are actually a part of a sphere, right? And in our course we will be discussing about two types of spherical mirror. One is called as the concave mirror, right? And the other one is called as the convex mirror. Why it is called as a concave mirror, or what is a concave mirror? Just revising back into what we had done in the last class. Concave mirror is a spherical mirror in which the reflecting surface, you can see the reflecting surface here, the reflecting surface is bending inwards, right? So for the moment we will only do with the concave mirror, and later on we'll move on to the convex mirror. Now the center point, okay, the geometrical midpoint, clear? The please remember the geometrical midpoint of the mirror, okay? The geometrical midpoint of the mirror is called as what? So when I talk about the geometrical midpoint, it means what? It means if you look at the mirror, somewhere this will be the midpoint. So the geometrical midpoint, sorry, the geometrical midpoint of the mirror is called as what? Is called as the pole of the mirror, okay? The geometrical midpoint of the mirror, this is called as the pole of the mirror, geometrical midpoint, right? Now a straight line drawn through the pole of the mirror, right? This is a straight line which if you draw through the pole, this is called as what? This is called as the principal axis, right? Principal axis. So actually this line originates from where? Originates from the pole, a straight line drawn through the pole. Now this will be called as what? This will be called as the principal axis, okay? Now we are coming to the most important thing. Please pay attention to this part. Now when a ray of light, okay, if a ray of light which travels parallel to the principal axis, right? This is the principal axis, okay? This is the principal axis, and this is the ray of light which is traveling parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light which travels parallel to the principal axis will pass through the principal, will pass through a point on the principal axis. A ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through a point on the principal axis. Let's take one more, right? A ray of light which travels parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through a point on the principal axis. Now coming to this very important, you may draw any number of rays of light. All these ray of light, okay, all these rays of light will pass through this point, right? This point on the principal axis. The ray of light which travels parallel to the parallel, okay, this is the principal axis and this is the ray of light. So now you can see that both of them are parallel to each other. So a ray of light which travels parallel to the principal axis strikes the reflecting surface of the mirror, and after striking the reflecting surface of the mirror will reflect back and will pass through a point on the principal axis. So this point on the principal axis where all the reflected rays of light meet, now this point is called as what? This point is called as the principal, right? This point is called as the principal focus, okay? Remember that, very important. Later on we will be dealing with this term called as principal focus, right? So in case of a concave mirror, what is a principal focus, right? The point the point on the principal axis, right? The point on the principal axis where all rays of light meet after reflection. Okay, where all rays of light meet after reflection, the point on the principal axis, right? The point on the principal axis where all the rays of light meet after reflection. Remember, meet, the other word that we'll be using for meet here in this chapter will be converge, right? Converge, the other word for meet, to meet, okay, to get collected at a point, that is meet. So but instead of meet, we'll use the word converge. So whenever I use the word converge, understand it means what? It means to meet. So the point on the principal axis where all the rays of light meet after reflection is called as what? Is called as the principal focus, right? And this principal focus is represented, right? Is represented by a small letter, right? Is represented by a small letter F, right? Is represented by a small letter F, principal focus, right? Now, so this is about concave mirror. Now come to convex mirror, right? I hope you can see here convex mirror. So what is a convex mirror? This of course is also a spherical mirror. The only difference is in this case the reflecting surface is bending outward. Okay, over here you can see, I hope you can see, in case of concave mirror the reflecting surface is bending inward, whereas in case of convex mirror the reflecting surface is bending outward, right? Now, so you know that the geometrical midpoint will be called as the pole, right? The geometrical midpoint is called as what? This point is called as the pole, represented by the letter P. So I draw the principal axis and it passes through the pole. Now, when a ray of light travels parallel to the principal axis, you can see here, I hope you are able to see, when a ray of, this is the principal axis, so when a ray of light travels parallel to the principal axis, please keep in mind this is the reflecting surface, okay? This is the reflecting surface. So from here, the ray of light will get reflected, right? Let's draw one more. So the ray of light travels parallel to the principal axis. After striking the reflecting surface, it will get reflected, right? You can draw any number of rays of light and you will find that all these rays of light will get reflected and they will be parallel, right? They will be parallel to each other. Okay, now so from here we draw an imaginary line, right? From here we draw an imaginary line. Now this point, okay, this point from where all the rays of light appears to diverge, you have to imagine, right? You have to imagine as if that the rays of light are originating from this point, okay, from this point, and from this point, okay, from this point the rays of light appear to what? Appear to diverge, move out, appear to diverge, move out, okay, appear to diverge. So this point on the principal axis from where all the rays of light appears to diverge, now this is called as what? This is called as the principal focus of a convex mirror, right? Principal focus. The point, okay, the point on the principal axis, right? The point on the principal axis from where all, right, from where all the rays of light, appears to what? Appears to diverge. I hope you got the difference between concave and convex. Now just drawing a comparison between concave. See, the point in case of concave mirror, the point on the principal axis from where all the rays of light converge, or where all the rays of light converge after reflection, is called as principal focus. In case of concave mirror, the rays of light converge, meet on the principal axis, whereas in case of convex mirror, the point on the principal axis from where all the rays of light appears to diverge, appears to move out. Now that is so diverge. This is called as the principal focus in case of a convex mirror. So this is a very important term, even from the exam point of view, or also from the point of view when we are doing the numerical problems. Now there are other terms also, but I will just strictly follow, right? I will strictly follow the rule. I'll strictly follow the book and explain what is given. So now this is principal focus. Oh sorry, this should be capital F. Okay, principal focus represented by the letter capital F, right? Now another very important thing is, so this is the pole. Okay, this is the pole, and this is the principal focus. So the distance between the pole and the focus, remember, this is the pole and this is the focus. So the distance between the pole and the focus, this is called as what? This is called as the focal length. Okay, this is called as the focal length, represented by the small letter F. Okay, once again, the distance between the pole, this is the pole, the geometrical midpoint of the mirror, spherical mirror is called as the pole, right? The distance between the pole, the distance between the pole and what? The distance between the pole and, right, the distance between the pole and the principal focus, it is called as what? Focal length, right? Focal length. So once again, what is focal length? You can see here, distance between what? Distance between pole and principal focus, right? Principal focus is called, yes, is called as focal length, right? Is called as focal length, represented by what? Represented by small f, right? Represented by small f. Principal focus, right? Principal focus is represented by capital F, whereas focal length is represented by the small f. So two terms. What have you learned here? We have learned about principal focus, right? Principal focus in case of concave mirror, right? In case of concave mirror, and principal focus in case of convex mirror, right? And also we have learned what is focal length, right? Now before we move on to the next thing, another one very important term that all of you should keep in mind is why is, I hope you can see please, why is concave mirror, right? Why is concave mirror also called as converging mirror, right? Converging mirror. Why is concave mirror also called as converging mirror? Answer is here. You find that all the rays of light after reflection meet over, meet. I told you the word meet will be replaced by the word converge. Okay, so since all the rays of light after reflection meet on the principal axis or converge on the principal axis, hence concave mirror is also called as converging mirror, because after reflection all rays of light converge on the principal, okay, on the principal axis. Since all the rays of light meet or converge on the principal axis, concave mirror is also called as a converging mirror. Whereas if you look here, all the rays of light appears to diverge, right? All the rays appears to diverge from this point. All the rays of light appears to diverge from this point. Which point? That is the principal focus. Since all the rays of light appears to diverge from a point on the principal axis, therefore convex mirror, right? Convex mirror is also called as what? Is also called as diverging mirror. So two very important questions. Why is concave mirror called as converging mirror? Why is concave mirror called as converging mirror? And why is convex mirror called as diverging mirror? The answer lies on the point where the rays of light meet or diverge. If they meet on the point, it is called as converging. If they appear to diverge from the point, it is called as diverging. Okay.